Hello everybody, this is GrouperDK10 coming at you with another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how the COD devs messed up this new game mode called Vortex in the Season 1 event. Of course they do this every year, they always mess up something, there's always something wrong. I love how it's always consistently within the first seasons of the game, they always tend to mess up something that is very easy to fix. I mean, last year they messed up the perk system and they didn't even fix it. Literally all they would have to do is change one line of code, I bet, to basically say that to give you the perks instantly in Modern Warfare 2, but they never did that. They're too lazy to change one variable, and yeah, they never fixed that. Oh, but don't worry, the shop works perfectly, and also if you buy the new Black Cell bundle, you'll absolutely love paying $30 for a battle pass. The absolute greed on these guys is insane. The fact that they want you to pay $70 for what is essentially a DLC, and on top of that they want you to spend another $30 on a battle pass, and spend another $25 on a Nicki Minaj skin. Their greed is absolutely insane. I can't even fathom the amount of money this game must have made. I'm glad Bobby Kotick got out of there, you know, because my god, you would have gotten a fat check from all the microtransactions. Now this game, I will say it's a little bit less popular than last year's game, I think. The thing is though, is usually whenever they're doing really bad in terms of their overall sales, I think they try to make up for it in terms of bundle sales and getting people who have already spent their money to spend more on the game. I think this is why they added Black Cell, because they knew that they could extract money from people who think that it's somehow a good value, or people who just have money to burn. In my opinion, Black Cell is just not worth it though, because it's just, you get like the gold skin of whatever last skin there is, and it's kind of ugly. I mean, I gotta be honest. This season's one is like okay, I guess, but it's like you could also just spend $20 instead of 30 on the battle pass to get, you know, a cool 21 Savage or I don't know, Snoop Dogg skin. But no, these devs, they want you to spend as much money on the game as possible. Anyways though, tangent about the monetization aside, what I was talking about, this new game mode they added, Vortex, is actually broken. I actually did not know this, but apparently whenever you equip your class, the perks that you have equipped do not actually activate. You have to go in and re-equip your class every time you respawn in order for your perks to be activated, or you have to pick up the ray gun, and after you pick up the ray gun, your perks will be activated. This is very odd. I don't know what's causing this. If I had to assume, in other game modes they probably have the variable for perks set to on, meanwhile the variable for perks set in this game mode is to off. And what I mean by a variable is it's basically a coding term. I don't have the code in front of me obviously for this Call of Duty game. I'm not gonna like decompile it or whatever and look at what's going on behind the scenes. And obviously it's a very complicated game. Most video games are very complicated code to look at. I'm just talking as someone who kind of knows a little bit about programming, what's going on here. Basically a variable is just something that stores data and kind of tells, it can kind of tell other things what to do, and it can also change sometimes. It depends on if it's constant or not. There's a bunch of stuff that I won't get into here, very nerdy technical stuff. And that's what I mean whenever I say they could have changed the variable for the perk timer in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 to be 0, so that way you get your perks instantly as soon as you spawn in, instead of having to wait 4 to 2 minutes. This game would have never had to come out if they just done that, but Infinity Ward doesn't want to listen. And Sledgehammer isn't much better, but I will say at least Sledgehammer has been putting stuff on their Trello board and saying they will fix it eventually. I want to see them make a statement about this new game mode though. I want to see if they're ever going to fix it. It's also a game mode that's only going to be available for the next like 9 days. So if they don't fix it, it's not too big of a deal. I'm also hoping they add these new maps that they made for this game mode into the regular rotation. It'd be kind of nice just to have a little bit of map variance. I know they're the exact same maps, but they're like reskinned. But I really like that. I really enjoyed Modern Warfare Remastered, where they took all of like the Christmas themed Crash, the St. Patty's Day Downpour, and of course Summer Bog. And they added all those maps to the regular rotation. It was super fun. You could play them anytime that you wanted to. You didn't have to play them seasonally. It just adds a little bit of visual variety into the game as well. These maps are really interesting, and they kind of seem like dark aether, kind of weird alternative reality or like different dimensions kind of maps, and I really enjoy how they look. I just haven't gotten to play much time with them. Also, I might be really dumb, but I never realized that the reason they called it Tetanus, they renamed Rust to Tetanus, and then they obviously made it look all different. It's because rust causes tetanus, you get it? And I'm like, oh, wow, that took me so long to get, by the way. I never realized that until today. Actually, I just looked it up. Apparently, rust doesn't cause tetanus. It's actually the type of bacteria that is on soil, and a lot of rusty tools obviously get soil on them, and then that bacteria stays on there. So it's actually not from the rust. Hey, you learning something while watching a Call of Duty video? Let's go. Also, this gotta be one of the worst mid-season updates ever, though. This one that's about to come up. They're adding in headquarters, which should have been in the game from the start. They should have added in patrol, in my opinion, from Vanguard. Or even better yet, just add in a completely brand new game mode that we've never seen before. Headquarters is okay. It's definitely a classic game mode, but it should be in the game at launch. It shouldn't come the mid-season update. I will say, I'm excited for the new weapons. I think that new LMG seems cool. The SMG seems like it's kind of like a Tech 9 kind of thing. It looks interesting. I want to try it out, but yeah, I mean, other than that, this game's kind of been starving for content for a little bit here during this mid-season kind of lull. Yeah, that should be it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I should be coming out with a Call of Duty Vanguard review and an Assassin's Creed review here in the next few days. Also, look out for more commentaries. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.